There's a long history of collaboration in the oil sands. In the 70s and 80s, Syncrude and Suncor collaborated on specific projects. From 1989 to 1985, we had the Fine Tailings Fundamentals Consortium. From 2000 to 2010, we had the Oil Sand Tailings R&D Consortium, affiliated with Conrad. Then in 2010 saw the development of the Oil Sands Tailings Consortium. In 2010 and 11, a tailings roadmap study was done in conjunction by the OSTC and the Alberta government. And then in 2012, the OSTC was absorbed into Canada's Oil Sands Tailings Innovation Alliance and became the COSIA Tailings EPA. So the principles of the OSTC was for coordination among the industry players to avoid duplication and get a better bang for the buck of activity. The principles included public transparency. Tailings information is to be organized, verified through peer review, and kept current. To share knowledge among the operators, the technical information fully available to the industry, both in its early stages and completion. And that includes operating data, research, field tests, and so on. And collaboration with partners to get better solutions faster. And also we want improved coordination and efficiency by collaboration with industry, governmental agencies, academic and entrepreneurial companies doing work. There is a bias to publish and support more rapid and efficient deployment of novel technologies. And fundamental is the elimination of any IP barriers, any financial barriers within the IP that the companies generate. The members include all the companies with operating responsibility for surface oil sands leases, 7 members. So the COSIA Tailings EPA aspiration is that we will strive to transform tailings from waste into a resource that speeds land and water reclamation. And as you can see by the numbers, huge amounts of money have been spent and are being spent on research and development. I won't go through this funnel, but the idea of it is that there's a discovery zone of ideas and initial testing through development of feasibility and methods, through to field demonstration and then commercial deployment. And the ideas are filtered down to those that are most technically feasible and economically feasible. COSIA has also been involved in work to improve industry governance. The Tailings Management Framework was an initiative of Alberta Environment to set direction on desired outcomes and the balancing of environmental and economic objectives. COSIA has also sponsored the development of tailings technical standards, guides for the operators, and recently an audit guide that accompanied those technical guides. The whole thrust here is for an outcome-based approach to achieve end objectives that fit final closure of the mines and landscape development and end land use. And progressive reclamation is a key component to avoid an accumulation of liability at the end of mining. So what does the future hold? Longer term, and before or at mine closure, we want to see the establishment of a stable closure landscape that directs surface water off the lease into established streams and supporting the desired end land use. Shorter term, reclaim the ground surface, place a cover to support access and plant growth, pursue solutions that make sense and fit the conditions and operating realities of each lease, and look to develop and improve existing technologies and to develop new solutions. Use technically and environmentally effective low-cost methods for the reclamation of oil sand tailings deposits. Oil sand operators are accountable to regulators for meeting their objectives, for submitting plans that contain measurable performance goals, measuring performance, reporting performance, and taking action to improve it when it doesn't meet plans. Improved reliability and cost for current commercial technologies is key, including development of better chemical additives, engineering techniques to reclaim soft tailings deposits, implementation of the tailings management framework and conversion of that into regulation, industry stewardship to their commitments, more collaboration, including third-party technology developers, development of step-out FFT dewatering technologies, and then perhaps the fond dream of developing new extraction technologies that eliminate the generation of fluid-fine tailings. So Al would like to acknowledge the people who supported him, the COSIA company members for their commitment to do better when it comes to managing tailings, the COSIA Tailings EPA Steering Committee reps for their support and willingness to support Al in his work, the many people he's worked with over the years, many of whom are in this room, Syncrude and Suncor for sharing the photos and their tailings ponds for use in this presentation, Jonathan Matthews for agreeing to pick up the torch by taking over that difficult role as director of COSIA, Tailings EPA, and poor me who had to do this report for Al. And Al's wife, Janice Godkin, for her love and support over the years. Here's a shot of the October issue, 2011, of the Oil Sands Review. These are ducks in a reclaimed pond. Why there's hope for oil sands tailings. I'll take any of your questions now, and I'll try and answer them as Al would have answered them.